I know. Your girls wearing makeup on a weekend, on a Saturday. But I felt I owed it to you to look nice, given sis is way behind on her content. I am 3 videos behind where I normally am when I normally post. I am so sorry for that. But we getting it together, okay? Like I said, got a new job, we trying to figure things out. That's all. But I promise we gonna get it together. Okay? Promise. All right, guys. Hi, how you doing? Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here again. Listening to me ramble, babble, and go off on tangents about books. I know I say this every video, but we really gonna keep it short. We really gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it tight because, like I said, your girl is behind on her content, and I only have so many hours in a day. now, now I do. With this whole work thing, working is ghetto, by the way. Even if you like your job, working is ghetto. Adulthood is ghetto. Capitalism is hell, and adulthood is ghetto. Like Lord, whew. But yeah, since your girl is so behind, we really just gonna dive right on in into these books. So let me start by saying I love y'all, miss y'all. Thank you for coming back, and let's get into my March TBR ASAP right now. March is Women's History Month, and we are celebrating women this month. Every book on our list is written by a woman, and every book is about women. And intersectionality is the word. It should always be the word, but it is the word. And so every book this month is written by a different woman of a different ethnic or racial ethnicity. Uh, wait, how did I say that? Did I say that wrong? I think I said it wrong. Every book this month is written by a different woman of a different racial or ethnic background. There we go. What is wrong with me? Anyway, that's what I get for trying to do this quickly. But I wouldn't have to if I had my shit together. But we working on it, like I said. I have 2 audiobooks on my list that I listen to on the drive to work and the drive home. I actually think I'm going to listen to one of them when I go visit my homies in California. Listen to one of them on the plane. But anyway, yes, each book on this list is written by a different woman of a different racial or ethnic background, and intersectionality is the name of the game. 2 audiobooks, the rest are physical, actual books that I will be reading, and we're going to start with one of the audiobooks that I had purchased, The Wild Ones by Nafiza Azad. Okay, Nafiza Azad is Muslim, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So let me read you the summary that is on Audible. We are the wild ones, and we will not be silenced. By the way, I initially put this book in my Amazon wishlist because the cover was absolutely stunning. It was beautiful. And I was just like, I need to really read this. And then I was like, you know what? I'll wait till Women's History Month to read this and put it in my intersectionality of books that I can't wait to get to. And here it is. Okay. We are the wild ones, and we will not be silenced. We are girls who have tasted the worst this world can offer. Our story begins with Pahili, who was once betrayed by her mother, sold to a man in exchange for a favor. When Pahili escaped, she ran headlong into Tarana, a boy with stars in his eyes, a boy as battered as she was. He tossed Pahili a box of stars before disappearing. With the stars, Pahili gained access to the Between, a place of pure magic and mystery. Now Pahili collects girls like us, and we use our magic to travel the world, helping to save other girls from our pain, our scars. When Tarana reappears, When Tarana reappears, he asks for our help. Dangerous magical forces are chasing him, and they will destroy him to get his powers. We will do everything to save him if we can. For if Tarana is no longer safe and free, neither are the wild ones, and that is a fate that we refuse to accept ever again. I knew the book was fantastical. I knew it was a fantasy. I knew it was about different girls of different backgrounds coming together who have some sort of magic or powers. I didn't know it was about rescuing a man though. I didn't know that that's what we was doing. I didn't know that a group of women have to come together and rescue some tired ass man. But we shall see. We shall see how this all works out. Hopefully it's at the very least entertaining, and he is not problematic and an issue and coming between our ladies, because I'm telling you, the minute that happens, I'm DNFing the book. Okay, the second audiobook that I bought for March, my March TBR for Women's History Month, is Olivia Dade's Spoiler Alert. I've been meaning to read this for God knows how long. And I did read Olivia Dade's other book, one of her other books in September, and I can't believe I'm blanking on the name, and I liked the book a lot. It was a teacher romance. Oh, ooh, I'm trash. Hold on. Audible has all her titles here. Teach Me. There we go. I did read her book Teach Me in September of last year and liked it a lot. I didn't even know you were in here. No, did you turn that heat on? No. Okay, good. I didn't even notice my husband was trying to sneak in here. Anyway, you know what? Anyway, the book is about an actor who is on this Game of Thrones style type show, and he is frustrated with the show, his character, how it's going, yada yada yada, and he vents those frustrations online via an online persona, as a prolific fanfic reader and writer. And he meets April, who is a huge fan. He meets April online. He's friends with April online, who is a huge fan of the show herself, and she also is a very prolific fan fiction reader and writer. And she's a beta reader, and she's a cosplayer for the show as well. And she kind of hides her secret life from her family and friends as well. But then she just decides, I'm gonna just be me, 24/7. And so she posts a picture of herself online with, dressed as one of the characters from the show, and she's a very plus size overweight girl. And so some people love the photo, and then some people don't know how to keep their mouth shut and running it about her picture. And the actor on the show sees it and feels the need to defend her and protect her, and finds her photo gorgeous, and they end up striking a relationship online with each other, and in real life. And it's about, when they're going to discover that they've actually known each other the whole time, and what does that mean for him as this famous actor, and what does it mean for her as a famous cosplayer, and who is dealing with her own insecurities of body dysmorphia. So I had to read that. I had to read it. It's a plus size romance that centers fandom and fanfic. Thank you. I'll eat it up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Moving on to all the physical books that I bought this month, we're going to start with the graphic novel that I got this month. It's called Squad by Maggie Takuda Hall. Okay, let's see. Let's go to our summary. Ooh, okay. Pretty Little Liars meets Teen Wolf in the sharply funny and patriarchy smashing graphic novel. Ooh. When the new girl is invited to join her high school's most popular clique, she can't believe her luck, and she can't believe their secret either. When Becca transfers to a high school at an elite San Francisco suburb, she's worried she's not going to fit in. To her surprise, she's immediately adopted by the most popular girls in school. At first glance, Marley, Ariana, and Mandy are perfect, but at a party under a full moon, Becca learns that they also have a big secret. Becca's new friends are werewolves. Their prey, slimy boys who take advantage of unsuspecting girls. Okay, I'm not reading any more of that summary because that was a fucking enough. That was a fucking enough for me to absolutely love whatever the fuck is going on here. It's on the list. It made the March TBR based on that alone. I don't need to read anything else. That's enough. Don't tell me that doesn't sound fantastic, because you know it fucking does. Next up on this list is The Downstairs Girl by Stacey Lee, fulfilling our East Asian intersectionality this month, okay? By day, 17-year-old Jo Kwan works as a lady's maid for the cruel daughter of one of the wealthiest men in Atlanta, but by night, Jo moonlights as as an author of a newspaper advice column for the genteel Southern lady Dear Miss Sweetie. When her column becomes wildly popular, she uses the power of the pen to address some of society's ills, but she's not prepared for the backlash that follows when her column challenges fixed ideas about race and gender. While her opponents clamor to uncover the secret identity of Miss Sweetie, a mysterious letter sets Jo off on a search for her own past and the parents who abandoned her as a baby. But when her efforts put her in the crosshairs of Atlanta's most notorious criminal, Jo must decide whether she, a girl used to living in the shadows, is ready to step into the light. With prose that is witty, insightful, and at times heartbreaking, Stacey Lee masterfully crafts an extraordinary social drama set in the New South. So I am already over 100 pages deep into this, and I like it. It's considered a YA novel. It doesn't seem that YA to me. It seems there's a level of maturity, adulthood. Like it's very I think it teeters on YA and adult fiction. To be perfectly honest, its subject matter is very adult, but the writing style is very YA. So it kind of borders both, but it doesn't. So far, it's doing a good job. Like, I'm not uninterested. I'm really curious to see how it's going. I have a theory about something in the book, and so I'm really interested to see if that's what happens at the end. But so far, so good. I like it, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it at the end of the month. So, filling our queer read of this intersectionality of Women's History Month is Not My Problem by Sierra Smith. Okay. So the story is about when a dean agrees to help ambitious class SWOT. What is a SWOT? SWAT? I don't know. SWOT. I'm gonna have to look that up, and I'll put the definition at the bottom. But anyway, when a dean agrees to help ambitious class SWOT, Mabe Kowalski, deal with her crazy workload, she doesn't expect to end up reluctantly pushing Maeve. I think it's pronounced Maeve. I'll have to check. Pushing Maeve down the stairs. Ooh, what? Hold on, let me read this sentence again. When Adina agrees to help ambitious class folk Maeve Kowalski deal with her crazy workload, she doesn't expect to end up reluctantly pushing Maeve down the stairs. With this, a dean becomes a school fixer. Any problem a student has, a dean will sort it out, from stealing confiscated mobiles to breaking into parties. All she asks for is a favor in return. But a dean's own life is a mess. It sounds like they're British kids. Okay. But Adine's own life is a mess. Her mom's drinking again. Her BFF Holly is avoiding her, and she's skipping school, spending more time with the uptight Maeve and chatterbox Kavi. Adine starts to wonder, can every problem be solved? Okay, this sounds like a teen British YA. I honestly bought it for the cover, and the fact that I from what I understand, it's a queer novel. Let me see what Amazon listed under. Yeah, teen and young adult fiction about LGBTQ plus issues. Yeah, I wanted a queer book for my intersectionality this month. This was on the list, and I didn't know anything about it. I just knew that this cover was awesome with this really pretty girl who looked like she got an attitude problem. Her friends are in the background doing dumb shit, and she just looked like, you know what? I don't need this in my life. I don't need to be here. And I was just like, that's enough. Knowing that it is a queer YA novel and this girl's whole damn face was just like, you know what? Let's put this in the book, on the list, and see how it goes. And that's what I did. So, fulfilling our Pacific Islander spot for this month is The Girl from Everywhere by Heidi Heilig. Yeah, Heilig. Okay. It is a fantasy novel about time travel. From what I understand, it's about a girl and her father who can travel through time, but her dad is messy about it. Like, starts doing shit on purpose that will fuck up time. And it's up to her to either decide to stop him and fix it, or figure out why he's doing these things, so forth and so on. And I don't know if Heidi Halig is a Pacific Islander, but I do know our main, our protagonist. What is her name? I know that she is Nix, Nix. Her name is Nix. Yeah, the daughter of a time traveler. And that sounded awesome to me. I have not read a book that's written by or centers a Pacific Islander in a very long time, and shame on me for that. And waiting till Women's History Month to incorporate that within my intersectionality of that. I need to get on that, and I do have a ton of books by Pacific Islanders in my Amazon wish list. I just unfortunately have not grabbed them or allowed them to gain my attention, but this one did, and so it's on the March TBR. Filling our Latinx spot this month for Women's History Month within our intersectionality circle is Julia Alvarez, In the Time of Butterflies. I've heard of this book, and when I say I heard of it, I've heard the title and nothing but good things about it, but I don't know what's about it. So let's read Amazon's little blurb here. It is November 25th, 1960, and three beautiful sisters have been found near their wrecked Jeep at the bottom of a 150-foot cliff on the north coast of the Dominican Republic. The official state newspaper reports their death as accidental. It does not mention that a fourth sister lives, nor does it explain that the sisters were among the leading opponents of General Rafael Leonidas Trujillo's dictatorship. Ooh. It doesn't have to. Everybody knows Las Mariposas, the butterflies. In this extraordinary novel, the voices of all four sisters, Minerva, Patria, Maria Teresa, and survivor Didi, speaks across the decades to their own stories, from secret crushes to gun running, and to describe the everyday horrors of life under Trujillo's rule. Through the art and magic of Julia Alvarez's imagination, the martyred butterflies live again in this novel of courage and love and the human cost of political oppression. That sounds fucking amazing. Oh my God. It sounds amazing. I want to read about Las Mariposas, the butterflies. I want to read about four sisters in this gun running resistance to a dictator, and their love lives and their bickering amongst each other and just everything in 1960s Dominican Republic. That sounds incredible. 25th anniversary edition. Oh man, this book is, I thought this was a recent book. That's what I get for not knowing shit. Next up on this list is The Rules of Arrangement by Anisha Batiha. The novel is written by an Indian woman, and it is about an Indian woman. Let's see here. Okay, Zoya has a great education, a fulfilling job, and a loving family, but she is not the perfect Indian girl. She's overweight, spunky, and dark-skinned in a world that prizes the slim, obedient, and fair skin. At 26, she's hurtling toward her expiration date in Mumbai's arranged marriage supermarket. But when her auntie's matchmaking radar hones in on the holy grail of suitors, just as Zoya gets her dream job offer in New York City, the girl who once accepted her path as almost optionless must now make a choice of a lifetime. Ooh. Okay. So, it is about arranged marriage. It is about independence. It is about breaking gender stereotypes. We have a plus size heroine. We have a dark-skinned heroine of a non-black ethnicity. Yes. And there's some romance. There's some romance in this shit. Yes. To all of this. Yes. Okay. Next up, we have Truly by Carmel Rhodes. I have been trying to read this interracial dark romance for fuck knows how long. Trying to incorporate it into my TBR every month since I've even heard of this book. Because it just sounded so good. And you guys know I love me some dark romance. And this interracial romance, yes. With a black heroine, yes. Give it to me. Okay, so let me give you the description. The summer after senior year was supposed to be the best summer of my life. It was supposed to be full of adventure and self-discovery and making love under the stars. It was supposed to be about losing myself and finding my way. Only it wasn't supposed to start like this. I wasn't supposed to go to that party. He wasn't supposed to notice me, the hot jock with the trust fund and chip on his shoulder. My ex-boyfriend's half-brother, Noah Tedesco, is far out of my league. Who says, girl? He might as well be playing a different game. Noah wasn't supposed to look twice at a girl like me, but he did. Now that I'm on his radar, my life will never be the same. Ooh, there's a warning on it. There's an Amazon warning at the bottom. Truly is a dark coming-of-age romance that explores themes of dubcon and non-con and happily ever after. Proceed with caution. Yeah, that's exactly why I got it. Last up on this list, we have a mystery thriller, The Collective by Allison Galen. I have been meaning to read this book since I heard about it a couple months ago. Was it a couple months ago? Yeah, I think it was a couple months ago. I know it wasn't too far off. I think it might have been the book of the month for Book of the Month a couple months ago, and that's how I found out about it, through other YouTubers and their promotion. From what I understand, this book is written by a white woman, and it centers around a white woman, so that is our white woman intersectionality of the month. Is this mystery thriller I've been dying to read since I heard about it. Okay. Camille Gardner is a grieving and angry mother who 5 years after her daughter's death is still obsessed with the privileged young man she believes to be responsible. When her rash actions draw the attention of a secret group of women, the Collective, Camille is drawn into a dark web where these mothers share their wildly different stories of loss, as well as their desire for justice in a world where privilege denies accountability. Fueled by mutual rage, the Collective members devise and act out retribution fantasies via precise, anonymous, and highly coordinated revenge killings. Oh, this is amazing. Yes. As Camille struggles to comprehend whether this is a role-playing exercise or terrifying reality, she must decide if these women are truly avenging angels or monsters. Girl, avenging angels, like, give it the program. Becoming more deeply immersed in the group, Camille learns truths about the Collective and about herself that she may not be able to survive. Girl, don't be a snitch. She better not be the snitch. Whole book reading about a snitch. Let these women have their revenge against, like, rich people and disgusting men and whoever deserves to be put down. Anyway, those are all the books on my March TBR. 2 audiobooks. We have Spoiler Alert and The Wild Ones. And the rest are physical books, physical novels. Again, a whole lot of intersectionality. One of our audiobooks, again, it was written by a Muslim author. And I think I don't know if her religion plays into the protagonist. We'll find out. It's a fantasy novel, so we'll see. But like I said, that gorgeous cover is what drew me in. And we also have plus size representation in 2 novels, so that's awesome. We have LGBT representation, Pacific Islander, Indian, Black African American, East Asian, with the downstairs girl, Joe, in the novel, I believe, is Chinese. What else? The Squad has a multicultural group within it. I'm pretty sure the Collective does as well, but like I said, I think the protagonist centers around a white woman. But yeah, we've got some good books. We really do. I hope none of them suck. I mean, I hope that every month, but like this month feels like radiant, you know? It feels, I feel like, yes, these fucking books, like, these are going to be good. So, we'll see. We shall see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for showing up, even though your girl's late. I was about to say your bitch. Your girl's late putting up these videos. I mean, we're damn near a week into March, and I still haven't done my February TBR. I do apologize for that. That's what's happening next. I'm going to end this video and do that next. But anyway, thank you guys for showing up, listening to me just basically read summaries online, of the books that I intend to read for March for Women's History Month. And I hope that you guys incorporate the same intersectionality within your reading as well. Not just this month, but every month. But it's particularly this month. Wash your hands, wash your face, take care of your feet, get vaccinated, get your booster shot, stay safe out there. Love you, and have a really, really good day.